Don't know nobody now. Everybody walks around with a mask on and don't know who they are, or they don't come introduce themselves to me and say, "Hi, I'm the new MLA."
Yeah.
There's a guy here. Did I say nice? Okay.
Yeah, you did. I like that. That's good.
That's my ADHD speaking before thinking. Okay, you are
Bill Hogan,
the new
Minister of Public Safety.
So, and I hear your introduction. And what's your qualification to be Minister of Public Safety? Hey, oh, by the way, you're an MLA from?
Carlton, Woodstock. I live in Woodstock.
Woodstock. Isn't that David Albert Old?
It is. David and then Stuart Fairgraves and now me.
David, he was good. If you would have listened to me about shale gas, he would still be for me. Okay, focus. What's your qualification to be Minister of Public Safety?
Well, I think my main drive and part of my goal is to reduce crime and address the meth issue in the province. And because I was in administration for so long. And
1 second, see these ADHD here? See, crystal meth is so important. I got to talk to him and you. I'll see you next time. Okay. We're going to continue here. This afternoon later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you love these non-editing things?
Well, I like that. That's good.
Minister Bruce Fitch announced that if you're on welfare and renew that and you're on social assistance, they force you to take your pension at 60 years old.
Oh, okay.
And during the budget yesterday, that was sort of changed a little bit and all that. I've been bugging him like crazy.
Can we get details?
You used to be a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
How do you handle these people with ADHD like me?
Oh, well, we work with everybody in the education system.
Get them marijuana?
No, we don't get the marijuana.
No,
I wonder myself some days if I'm ADHD.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I've had a lot of experience with young people, and especially once they go down the path of drugs in the drug world, then it takes a lot to get them back out of that. And
what kind of drugs are we talking about when you were in Woodstock?
Yeah. So when I first started, it was marijuana.
What year?
1985.
Okay.
So marijuana, hash, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then probably in the early 90s, the kids were going to parties and there'd be free cocaine. And then the last, I guess the end of my career, I spent 35 years in education, but the last 8 years at Woodstock High School. And meth had arrived in Woodstock.
What year?
I don't know. What do you mean? What year?
What year did meth arrive in Woodstock?
I can't tell you that for sure. I'd have to go back and look and discuss with the police.
You talk to Gary Forward a lot?
I do speak with Gary a lot.
He's a chief.
He's the chief of police in Woodstock, and we work closely with the police from the high school.
Don't you love these jumping ADHD?
I don't mind. It's fine with me.
Okay. We're going good. Like you asked me how long it's going to last. Now you get the drift.
Yeah.
We could go all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. So crystal meth.
Yes.
You see kids using it in school?
No, but we'd see the results of the kids using it. They'd lose a lot of weight all of a sudden, and
so kids were
their
using
face. It. Oh yeah. Not, I wouldn't say the majority, but there was a number of them, and it's sad.
There's no going back.
Well, the problem is once they go down that path, it takes a long time before, and some of them never make it back, but they decide that they want to change their life around.
So how do you do it? We're behind the times here. This is just arrived here, and it's getting really, 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 really out of control.
Well, I found out last week, and apparently you can get a liquid form of meth that you can vape. Is that news?
News, breaking news. Never mind CNN every 15 minutes. Breaking news. This is breaking news. You can get vape.
That's what I was told. No, you can't buy it in the vape store.
But
you can make, apparently, get liquid crystal meth, and you can put it in your vape and vape it. I don't know how exactly that works.
You don't want to know exactly.
Well, I'll never
how that
find
works.
out. I can guarantee you that.
No. We're like to be. How come they can't be like us drunks? I mean, come on. But you're at a party. Hey man, try this vape.
Oh, look, it's just
That's scary.
The whole thing's scary, and that's my drive comes from that. And obviously, there's way more to the department than just drug enforcement and dealing with drugs, primarily crystal meth, but cocaine's a big deal too.
Cocaine. I tried cocaine once. I love it so much. I had ADHD. I didn't know it. Gave me the most beautiful body. We're not promoting cocaine here. The most beautiful body stone that but I loved it so much, I never touch it again.
Yeah.
And I had ADHD then, I didn't know it.
Yeah.
So you could just imagine. And they say crystal meth activates mental disorders.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Did you see the story, the new meth?
No.
I'll send it to you. The Chief Roger Brown sent it to me.
Okay.
And oh my God.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about drug addiction, you say, well, we got a concern about drug addiction. We got a concern about drug addiction. That could be anything.
Yeah.
Marijuana, too much marijuana, what is it? How come people don't say crystal meth?
Well, I say crystal meth, but I mean it also covers other drugs.
Yeah, but what?
But I mean,
opiates, yes.
Part of the issue is drug addiction, but the other part is the drug-driven crime.
Yeah.
That we need to address. So we're going to do that in concert with the Department of Health and Social Development.
Oh, what do they know?
So, well, the thing is that they have addiction services and mental health services for those people that want the help. And I think if individuals want the help, they need to get it. And we need to help them get it.
Bring a horse to water.
Well, you can't make them drink, so they have to want the help.
One solution. Okay, you stole a bicycle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 year in jail. Boom! But then the government, with the federal government, has to put lots of money in rehabs in a provincial jail.
But they still comes back to the same thing. A person has to want to change.
I think if they're in a cell for 24 hours and they got nowhere to go, and no smartphone, no Facebook,
Yeah.
they're going to go crazy. So I don't like this life. Maybe
Well,
I'll go,
that could be the bottom that a lot of people have to hit before they want to change what they're doing.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's, and the provincial jail, any news when that's going to be built?
No.
Did they tell you? No.
No.
And so the crystal meth, the issue of it's going to be bad this summer. Is there any?
Well, I think it's already bad.
Yeah, it's going to be worse.
So, I mean, until we start addressing it, and I mean, there's been some large seizures. So we just need to keep hammering away at it, and then providing the support for those that want to get off of their addiction, or if they have mental health issues, and to provide them that support at the same time.
How come people always say when they're meth heads, they say mental health issues, mental health?
Well, I don't, they don't always go together.
No.
But an addiction is an illness, I believe, and we need to provide support for people to recover from that.
As minister, I tackled Dominic Cardy on that, and I tackled the premier on that. Why don't? Okay, we got in school. We have Black Lives Matter poster.
Yep.
We have gays, whatever, and they're unmarked graves, big signs, poster, educate our kids. How come we don't go on an advertisement spree? Say no to crystal meth.
Well, in my time in education, we've done a lot of programs about saying no to drugs.
Yeah, no.
And they don't work.
They don't?
No.
But this is different.
Well, it's not really different because
this is deadly.
It's all deadly. But I mean, the kids don't believe it. It won't happen to me. And the most powerful things I've seen are young people that come back to a school and say, I never thought it would happen to me, but it did, and this is where I went with it and what happened to me. So, and they're very sad stories.
What did a kid you see that's on meth, you see he lost a lot of weight, and what happened for them to be? Did they just end up on the street or what?
Not so much in Woodstock, but they end up in different parts of the community, and then
they're forgotten.
I wouldn't say they're forgotten. There's a mother's group in Woodstock that meets once a week whose children are addicted to meth, so that they can support each other. Oh yes,
Really?
They meet at Harvest House.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many kids would you say that's on meth in your area?